I just don't know. So I'm gonna eat a couple potatoes, and then we will just go for it. So 3, 2, 1, and hello everybody, it's Lectic, and we are back in the Sanctum. Oh my goodness, hey! It's been like a week since we've been over here, because we've been playing a whole lot. I've been playing a whole lot, you've been watching, on the last Refugium server, having a ton of fun over there, working on all sorts of things. And it's about time we came back over into my solo world, the Sanctum, and did some stuff. So here we are. We're gonna do some stuff. Hey there, Tyler. How you doing, buddy? You been alright all week? Just chilling? Cool. Good to see you, man. So, we're here. We're doing things. Last time, we were working on the cow farm. And if I remember right, the stairs are a little janky because of all of the jumping. So we're going to take the ladder up there and have a look at the thing. But yeah, last Refugium survey. If you haven't seen any of the goings-on over there yet, go check that out. It's a lot of fun. It's a just plain vanilla survival with quite a few guys over there, and they all seem like pretty nice folks. There's actually been a ton of gift giving going on over there. I'm enjoying it. But yeah, so check that out if you want to. If not, don't. It's whatever. I hope you do though. So let's look at what's going on here. First of all, the cow volume is bothering me a little bit. Friendly creatures will bump that down to 2. It's probably louder in my headphones than it will be on the video, so you may not be able to hear it at all, but I can still hear them alright. But there's cows here. We got them all in pens, and I've got them separated up because they're going to go into little 1-block pods on the ground. Is it raining? I feel like I hear rain. That may just be ocean noises, though. No, it's not raining. I'm just hearing things. I'm sorry, guys. So there's going to be 8 1-block holes in the ground that the cows are going to go into, and all the adult cows will sit in there. And then when they are bred, the baby cows will fall into a water stream below and be pushed into a collection area. So I wanted to have exactly 8 pods with exactly 10 cows in each, to give a total of 80 cows, which is exactly how much wheat is produced from a full load over here. That did not happen by coincidence. That's so that whenever all the cows need to be fed, I can harvest the wheat once and have exactly enough wheat to breed all of the cows, and it should all work amazing. So I've been playing around with a little bit of design here. And of course we're going to need to get all of the cows bred up to get 10 in each pen before we can really do anything else with them. I believe there's 3 in every single pen right now. So I did do a little bit of breeding over here after the last episode. So we're not starting totally from scratch. But I've got kind of a funny design in mind for how this will work. And it's totally going to tie in with like the futuristic space station-y sort of like farming pod idea that I was kind of going with. So we're going to hop over into my testing world real quick and just take a look at the design I am thinking about. Now I can't remember if that's not where I want to go. I can't remember if I straightened out the water streams underneath yet, but the main thing I want to show you is the above part. And it looks like I don't have any cows in there at the moment. Give me just a second. Okay, so this would be like the entrance to the area, and the floor would be something like this. And then there would be like some sort of machinery over to the side, like you would see in some like futuristic space station-y sort of build. And You can see we've got some fairly expensive redstone going on here, and it's all completely pointless. It's just for funsies because it makes me giggle. And this is just going to be half of the room, so this will be mirrored on the other side of the center path. But what we have going on here, this redstone line goes over here and activates all of these pistons pulling up the floor, which is hiding the cows down there. Let me grab another slab and pop that back in there. And then the line also goes down here to a dual edge monostable circuit. And that's another reason I like this build, because you don't get to use those very often. But really all it does is allow the dispensers to be operated correctly by a lever. So anyway, that powers all of the dispensers. They let out water, and you'll see what happens here. So that all opens up and the cows start jumping around, and I think it's hilarious. I feel like the cows would be thinking, like, help, let me out of here, like I've been trapped by a madman and forced to make babies every 20 minutes. Anyway, I just think it's like a funny little thing, and it'll be fun to have. So I'm gonna breed up the cows some more and get to work on building that. Also, let's just take a look down below real quick. I still need to work a little on how the water streams work, because there's room for the baby cows to fit through here, of course, but they don't always get pushed out. Like, sometimes they get like tangled up in the adult cows and they don't get pushed off. I'm not sure if there's any way to remedy that, so I'll see what I can figure out. But let's head back over to the Sanctum and get some things built, get some things figured out, and I'll see you in just a minute. Okay, so we are back, and I haven't really got much done up there because I've been fussing around with some other stuff. I just had to trash an entire segment because of lag caused while using fraps, and apparently the issue is that I really only have one hard drive in my PC, and the writing speed is not all that fast. So the combination of the constant writing to the hard drive and the encoding and all that just really slows things down. But it doesn't do it all the time, which I find confusing, because the majority of the time I can be recording and still getting 120 frames, but every now and then, like it did just a moment ago, it dropped down from like 200 frames to 2 whenever I hit record, and 2 frames per second is not good for anything. So I scrapped all that footage, decided I've had enough of fraps, and have moved on to something new, and I'm actually trying out OBS now, so it may appear a little different. I'm not sure how exactly it'll turn out. You may not be able to tell anything different at all. Anyway, we are back now, and I've been doing a little bit of things. The stairs are now a thing, and we need to do some adjusting for the sides here. I'm kind of liking how this is looking though. The sea lantern every third block, and then I'm probably gonna bring in a lot of nether brick and polished diorite to kind of match the build up top, and fancy up the tunnel going in. And I've done a little bit of breeding the cows. It's probably been long enough that they can be bred again now. I'm not going to do that on camera though, I don't think, because it takes a little bit of time to make it all the way around and get all that. But I am going to talk a little bit more about the design I was thinking of. So we're going to have the big like machine looking thing centered in the room here. And I'd like to have kind of a grand entrance sort of thing coming in here. So originally I was thinking squishing the staircases over in the corner, or against the wall here, and having it only 2 or 3 blocks wide to make that area more open. But then that doesn't come up in a good position, you just run into the blocks there. So I'll need to have something coming up in this area. So then I had the idea of just shaving this area all the way off, so it's just a wall straight down here, and then we'll have like a strut support sort of looking thing, so like a single block wide, probably nether brick, just like stair sort of thing, just single block wide line coming down like here, here, and then mirrored on the other side as well. So it looks like it's a structural thing sort of holding up the wall there, and you can't immediately tell that there's anything up there, but then it's also, you know, the staircase to get up there. And then we could also mirror that over on this far wall as well. So that would definitely add to the aesthetic of the room, I think, anyway. Make it look more like some sort of machine industrial sort of thing, and not necessarily appear as a farm at first glance. So I I kind of had a plan for recording, and then got into the whole ordeal with fraps and all of that, and kind of lost track of what I was gonna do, and don't really have a plan for now as far as anything on camera. Let's see, I'm not sure if I have any nether brick over here. Oh, also, remember that pick that I had, the efficiency 5 fortune 3 I think it was, that we named the home wrecker? I can't find that thing anywhere, and I think I may have accidentally lost that before I started recording this episode. I'll need stairs. I was derping around a little bit, just kind of tossing ender pearls around. Oh, okay. I was worried I would break the wheat there. Just kind of tossing ender pearls around because, you know, I've been playing on the Last Refugium server a whole lot. We may end up with some exposed redstone. I'm not sure. Let's just get a look here of where it'll probably be laid out. I've been playing on the server a whole lot, and you know, it's brand new. We don't have any of the late game amenities that I have going on here, so like there's no jump boost and no ender pearls and all of that, so I was just kind of messing around, throwing some ender pearls, and ended up dying. I got stuck in a wall and suffocated, but you know, I was inside the base and it was fine, and I just went and picked up all my items. As far as I could tell anyway, I got, you know, one of every tool, and my bow, and my full set of armor, and my pearls, and my food. So I'm guessing that I probably also had the pick on me, because, you know, I can't find it anywhere now, so that's a little bit saddening. I actually have more diamonds over on the server than I do here right now, so that's kind of funny. It's just because I did a ton of caving and mining over there earlier today. But yeah, so I guess the home wrecker is just gone forever now. I guess it's not a huge deal though, because I do have some better tools on here right now, so I'm not really hurting for anything. Also, with that section taken out, you can see a lot better where I'm gonna need to run the hoppers and such to put the chest where I need it. I may just leave it right there, actually. If this is just an open wall face, decorate it up a little bit more, but just have the chest at the edge there. Let me turn these cows down again. That's not where I want to go. They did end up getting turned back up just a little bit because the sound capture for OBS works a little bit different than for apps, and I wasn't sure what would be able to be heard and what wouldn't be. So I did a little bit of testing on that, and if the sound turns out terrible for the video, I'm sorry. It was a first run, and it will work better in the future. Okay, let's get this set up. Yeah, this will definitely give a more like open feel coming into the room. Can we place that correctly? Yes. That is fairly long. I would assume that there will be room for this on this end as well, because like I was saying, I would like to have it mirrored. Let me get a little bit more building done, and then we will be back again. Okay, so coming back into the room now, I do think taking out those sections did make it feel a little more like wide open, grand entrance sort of feel that I was thinking. But at the same time, with the struts here, it gives it sort of that industrial feel that I want as well, of being like cramped, sort of like everything's kind of squished together, because there's only room for like exactly what would be needed for like structural integrity and all that stuff. And I also took some stone bricks to put in around here, just to try it out, and I kind of like how that looks. It makes it feel like this is designed for structural support, and this is like anchoring it to the ground and anchoring it to the wall up there. So I feel like that looks more like a support than a staircase to access the upper section, especially when we put that one in. And I was saying that we would have a window over there as well. I may still do that, because then like you could definitely see the water on the outside, and having this sort of thing would make sense over there, like it's kind of holding up the wall from the pressure of the water. One thing I was just kind of thinking though is how it sticks up over the edge there. One, that's kind of, I don't know, slightly annoying to have to go up and over that. And also, if this was built for structural integrity, having that piece just like hanging off the edge would not be good. So I think I'm going to lower this by a block or so, and that'll also bring this in this way a little bit. So we may need to build up the edge here. So the path may actually narrow as you come into the room. I'm going to have to play around with that and see what ends up working the best. Also, I think with this here, it definitely makes the upper area look kind of hidden, like I was saying. And that will especially be the case, I think, when the ceiling gets continued all the way down, and that theme is matched throughout in here, so that that doesn't stand out as being different from this room at all. sea lanterns, though, are a thing that will have to be dealt with in the very near future, because I'm pretty much out of those. I've really been putting off building the farm, and I also kind of want to leave this ocean monument there, especially if I put a window in. I don't even know, though. The main thing I'm thinking, though, is just very soon going out on a grand adventure with an inventory full of boats, because boats break and they're terrible, and just going across the ocean and collecting up all of the sea lanterns that I can from various ocean monuments, and hopefully we'll get enough to finish the room and last us a while throughout the rest of the base. So that should be a pretty fun episode coming up, just going all over the place and fighting elder guardians and all of that. So yeah, I'm gonna fix this up like I was thinking, and then we will be back yet again. So it turns out we are still a little bit too close to this wall here. I was gonna replace this wall with other decoration blocks, and this would be like where the final wall would be. So I'm gonna have to move those guys back a little bit more, but that is gonna be the final design for that. I think it looks very nice. The reason we got to move the wall, though, is because of this exposed redstone here. I could probably rearrange it a little bit. I think I'll just move it back some, though, because I feel like the footing for that strut there is kind of a little bit invasive to the staircase. So, you know, there's no worries moving that back some. I did just have a little bit of an issue, though. I broke a block to get inside there, and there was gravel on top of that block, and all the gravel fell. And then the ocean started pouring in, and nearly broke some redstone, but I acted quick and got it patched up. I only had 2 pieces of redstone dust get popped off, so easy fix there. So I've been kind of breeding up the cows between the cuts, and there are 9 in each pin now, so it's almost set. They'll be ready to be moved into their new final home in the next episode. Okay, so it was a little bit of a talky episode this time, and I feel like I didn't really show you guys a whole lot of anything, but I feel like some good progress was made. I think my recording situation is remedied, and I feel like we are on the right track for this room. That is going to be it for this one, though. I'm feeling a little bit frustrated, a little bit drained from the day, so I may not seem as enthusiastic, but thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy that, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff, and I will see you next time. Peace out, peeps.